All right, guys, so it's been a little second, but I'm headed down to our current rehab now. We're basically done with this one, but we did just get the inspection report back. So I'm headed down there now to just go over the inspection report with the contractor and my partner. Minor touch-ups that have to be done, but we're gonna go ahead and knock those out and get this one sold. It was one back there.
Back here?
Where's it by the window?
Yeah, it's not the window.
Circle next to.
He was talking about that one.
I think that one or that one?
Yeah, both of those.
4 inches.
I had that issue on the one on Ardmore, but Tomo basically told me I didn't have to do it because this is how the house was built.
Yeah, we can't change it.
But you want to put a new window?
Guys, so we got to go back and add some weather stripping to the door, and also the chain to the security doors. Kitchen door, we got a couple of, well, actually just one broken window pane that we didn't catch, so we're gonna go back and replace that.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Alright guys, so we got one GFCI outlet in one of the bathrooms, but we got to go back and add them to the kitchen and the other bathroom. They didn't have GFCIs in there.
I don't know. I think it's supposed to be, it's going to be all the way down. And it's dry, no?
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, the way they got it's probably not draining right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's one there.
That's the one that had the slow. It was
Slowly. Or
No,
slow.
but it was done. The other one.
the other one was.
Yeah, that one didn't work. The other one, no. Yeah, I mean, nothing is coming. Yeah, what is going on? Listen. The thing here like this. I think
Yeah.
you want to try to all the way down.
Yeah.
Connect it, you know, like normal. No.
That's the drink that was draining slow. That's probably why it's doing it.
Yeah. It's just the flow is kind of struggling to get through. Yeah, we need to fix that because they may. Yeah, we don't have to because.
Let me show you right like this.
Did somebody come back and dump that back there?
I don't know where the leaves came from, but they had to.
That's what I was thinking. It didn't look like nobody cleaned up the yard.
No. I was wondering, I was like, where did this even come from?
Yeah. I haven't done a lot of rehabs, but this is probably the weirdest one. This one was strange. All right, guys, it is nighttime now, and I'm about to get ready to wind down for the day, but I did want to kind of just follow up on this rehab, talk about some of the other stuff that we were dealing with there. So we got our inspection report back, and a few things popped up on it. So, you know, a couple of things that you just saw in the video, but some of the other just minor things that we have to touch up was insulation in the attic. We have to add a bit more insulation in some of the spots. It's kind of weak, so we got to go in, fill in those spots. There were some spots in the crawl space that need a vapor barrier. What a vapor barrier does is keeps the moisture from the ground in a crawl space from rising and getting into the floors and making the floors soft. And some other touch-ups like some caulking that had to be done. And I'm not sure if you guys realized or not, but we had bars on the windows, and we got the bars on the windows for a reason. They were already there when we got there, but we didn't take them off. But we got to get those bars off just so the inspector can come back and check the window. We should be done with all of that by the weekend, so just a few days. Now this one, I am not sure if I will be able to get a before and after video of that one like I've done on some of my last rehabs, and I will put a playlist up here in the corner if you guys want to check those out. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do the same with this one. Again, we do have to do those last minute minor repairs. We've already got this one pre-sold, just waiting to knock out those small things. Even after that, we have to do a final cleaning up around the yard and all that type of stuff, going inside, doing a deep clean. A good thing for us is that we are going on vacation soon. So for this holiday, we actually may be gone when the final cleaning is done, or when they finish with the touch-up. So I'm not sure if we'll be here or not, how soon they do all of that, but we may not be here, so that before and after video may or may not happen. A huge difference. It was a big turnaround on this one. Got a chance to get in with my partner Rich, and he taught me a lot on this one. So this was one of the smoother rehabs. Let me back up. It was a very, very, very strange rehab, and it did give us issues. But the issues were not rehab related. The issues were environment related. But we didn't know how bad it was until we really just got deep into the rehabs. One of the first things that we ran into was hoarders in the storage unit in the backyard. There was like 3 people living back there, burning the fire out of it and all that, and they were just living there. And even when we got there, they wanted us to leave, even though we were the ones buying the house. We had to make sure that they got out of there. So they did eventually leave, and even then somebody else came back and left a note on the door saying don't go in and touch their stuff. So it comes to find out that this storage unit in the backyard, it was actually like a gathering spot, I guess you could say, for a lot of the people who were strung out on drugs in the neighborhood. So it turns out that the neighborhood was like a pretty big drug spot. Definitely a rough neighborhood. I've got some stories about that. It just really got a lot weirder from there. So where we just saw just a lot of people going up and down and up and down and up and down the streets, clearly just on, man, a lot of drugs. Even to the point where we got to the house one day and somebody was on our front porch doing drugs. And I've actually done, most of my rehabs in, I guess what you would really consider rougher neighborhoods, but this was something that I had just really never just seen before to that extent. Almost kind of like a movie or something, but it was just so many people just strung out. So it was a rough, very rough environment. And I got to tell you, I got a chicken box story, because to this day, I still do not know exactly what happened. But anyway, I was sitting at the rehab one day, and this guy comes up walking, up the street, and I'm looking at him. He's got a box in his hand. He comes around to my driver's side window, and I'm looking at him. Go ahead and let the window down. And he said, "Hey man, I got that chicken box for sale." And I said, "What?" And I'm looking at him. He's got a coat, and like tucked in the coat, kind of like wrapped like a baby, he's got a chicken box, a Chester's chicken box, just a box for chickens. He's got a chicken box. He said, "Hey man, I got the chicken box for sale." I looked at him, I said, "What?" He said, "Man, I got the chicken box for sale." And I'm looking, I was like, "What you mean you got the chicken box for sale?" Because I've never bought a box of chicken from an individual. Anytime I've ever bought a box of chicken, I've gone to the store and purchased there. Never bought a chicken off of an individual, especially not like that, just in a box. And he said, "My man, I got the box of chickens. Do you want it?" I said, "No, I'm good." He immediately turns around and then walks down the street to the drug man spot. At this point, I know exactly where the drugs are being sold in the neighborhood. Walks to the drug man spot. I honestly don't know if there was chicken in this box. I'm talking wings, thighs, legs, dark meat, white meat. I don't know what was in that box. I don't know if it was chicken or if that was like some kind of metaphor for drugs. I'm thinking it was a metaphor for drugs, but I don't know. And I don't plan to go back and find out what was in the chicken box. But anyway, that was just like one of those weird things. And it's so strange to just, I guess, really just see it to that level. We had our mailbox stolen, taken out of the ground like concrete. They dug into the concrete just to get this mailbox. The contractor went up to the house one day and somebody was coming from underneath the crawl space. We're thinking that they were trying to get the floor units in the house. But anyway, guys, yeah, that was much more of one of these, just, I guess, overall just stranger rehabs that I've been through, just some of the experiences. But I mean, all of the rehabs I go through just a different scenario. But I did definitely learn a better way to do things off of this one. Going into the next year, I met with one of my mentors today, and we just really set a plan out for me to go ahead and get some more deals in. Just had one to fall through escrow, again with some just title issues. Quit claim fraud is big in Memphis right now. One suggestion or one takeaway from the video I guess I can give is to make sure that you're taking these contracts through a legit title company and not just quit claiming them over unless you completely 100% know what you're doing. But definitely not something that I would recommend. Pretty much it for this video. Like I said, we are preparing to go on vacation, so not sure if I'm going to be able to get that before and after video of this one. Once we're 100% done, got it cleaned up and everything, at the least I should be able to get some before and after pictures. In the meantime, guys, help us out. Make sure you like this video, share, subscribe, definitely share our videos. We want to, just kind of get this positive content out there where we're really just showing the ins and outs and just, I guess, a regular person point of view, which is doing these rehabs, not from a guru standpoint, but from a family who is just, building from the ground up, trying to make this thing happen. That's it, guys. See you next time. Peace.